I'm your host, Lenny, and if you're lucky, one of my furry co-hosts will join us today. Your stream will begin shortly. Enjoy. Alrighty, we are back playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 on the Grand Utopia 1-to-1 scale fantasy island map that is based off of France, kinda, where I've been working my way from the ground up. I do have my own truck now. It is fixed fully and working, and I actually have almost enough to buy the next slot in the garage so that I can get another truck and work towards hiring employees and growing my empire. So, I am currently at a place that has a load and that I accidentally clicked off of. So, we need to go to the front gate. Oh, parking brake is still on. Helps to turn that off. Yep. Just like it also helps to unmute the mic, so we also got to make sure that's. um, but yeah, so we're carrying on doing these loads. The music title thing is new as of today. Uh, Basically, it's not actually playing music because I don't feel like dealing with the copyright aspect of things, but it does do a pretty decent job at giving you the artist at the bottom, Deftones, the album name, B-sides and rarities, and the song change in the House of Flies, I believe it is. But so that way, if you decide that you want to check out some of the weird music I'm talking about or something, it's awesome. You get to support the artists and join in at the same time. I just the copyright stuff is it's fucky. That's the best way to put it. It's kind of like cussing on a stream. It fucks it up. But that's something that I don't know that I'd ever be able to stop. I worked in a shop for many, many years, and anybody that knows anything about an automotive shop knows that it's damn near Fight Club. Like, you don't talk about what actually happens in there because OSHA would have a fucking heart attack. And and like if you beat someone else up, you get a raise. Like the shops are like the last jungle left in humanity. Like the people there are still monkeys that don't really speak English too well, but they can fix shit and break shit. So, and yes, I'm talking about myself. I get it. I mean, how many how many other jobs can you think of where the pranks, like messing with your other fellow employees just to screw with them a little bit, is like spraying brake clean underneath the bathroom door while they're taking a shit and lighting it on fire so that like they go up in flames as they're unless it actually sprays directly on them, it doesn't actually light them on fire, but they get a huge fireball right in their fucking face and lose their eyebrows and shit, and it's hilarious. But like, how many other jobs can you think of where fireballing somebody in the bathroom is normal? I mean, at least I thought it was normal. Like, it was some good stuff. Locking people in the bathroom, and I don't mean locking them in the bathroom, I mean like using a ratchet strap from the outside to hold onto the door so that, and like ratchet strapping it to something outside so they can't get out of the bathroom. Um, that one's fun. Uh, when you find a dead rodent or animal in the tire stacks or something and load it into the tire cheetah, fill up the tire cheetah with air pressure. If you don't know what a tire cheetah is, it is a pressurized cylinder with a blast nozzle on it so that it can fill up tires that don't want to seat on the rims properly. It blasts like all the air out in like 2 seconds. It's really hilarious the things you can do with it, like blowing people's pants off. That's freaking priceless. You come up behind people and they're leaning over the car, and you take the tire cheetah and aim it down, and if they're not wearing belts and stuff, it'll just blow their pants clean off. It's freaking hilarious. Like, mm, yeah. But I mean, like, what other kind of job can you think of where that laundry list of sexual harassment and abuse and physical attacks, battery and stuff is just considered humor? Like, so you can imagine the amount of cussing that goes on a daily basis. 90% of the vocabulary in a shop is cuss words. I don't understand the whole cussing like a truck driver thing because honestly, truck drivers are pretty freaking quiet. Like you're sitting in a truck, like yeah, you could be talking on the CB and stuff, but like at that point, you might as well be saying cussing like a Call of Duty player, like, because that's the same thing. Like, although I do think Call of Duty is like kind of like Rust, where some of the shit that comes out of people's mouths, you're just like, holy, wow. Kiss your mom with that mouth? And I get that that's little kids trying to be edgy and funny and stuff, but like, wow. Come on. No, this hill is gonna get me. This truck's a single axle two-wheel drive, so like if it does get to a point where it overloads me, I'm gonna be screwed and I have to go backwards. Come on, that's why I'm just riding out this gear. Oh no, I'm losing speed. Oh, I'm getting it back. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. All good. What is going on with this road? This thing looks like something straight out of freaking Let's Game It Out with Josh. Friggin' trying to torture people, just making these weird twisty turns that go all over the place for no fucking reason. Like, what is going on here? If you haven't checked Let's Game It Out, that's an awesome fucking channel. That shit's hilarious. Hey, this is Josh. Let's Game It Out. No, I'm kidding. Watch, that's copyrighted. That would be my luck, but... Oh, Marilyn Manson right here. I thought I recognized the voice, but I don't recognize the song. Oh, and it's live, so that also is why, but... Why do I have so much live music if I don't even like live music? Excuse me. So I find it kind of interesting that over the last few days, 'cause I want to say it was like 3 or 4 days ago now, I had mentioned that like every single person that had commented or chatted in Kick was a bot. Like I think on Kick I have something like 13 followers, and I'm pretty sure like majority of them are bots. Um, but like I had made a joke about that, and that Twitch seems to always have all the live viewers and chatters and stuff. But since I've said that, almost every single person on Kick has actually been a person now all of a sudden. And Twitch, on the other hand, seems to have died. Like, I still get the viewers, but like nobody talks or nothing. So like, it's almost like it flip-flopped. Like, I don't know. I jinxed it, is what I did. Not that I prefer one or over the other. I mean, they're just streaming outfits, so. It still bugs me that with it set to realistic fuel consumption, it's very non-realistic, and I don't know how to fix it. Um, I mean, I haven't filled up the tank now, I think, in like 4 in-game days. I'm sorry, but I know that's not realistic. Like, my old roommate used to be an open road trucker, and when I talked to him, he would tell me that his tank would cost like $700 to fill it up, and he said he got like 6 miles to the gallon, like always. He said loaded or unloaded, it was like 6 miles to the gallon. He had a crappy old freight shaker that he made get shit done. Like, honestly, my silly videos on here of me trying to drive like broke with a broken ass truck and stuff like that, that would have been him, and he made it work. So like, to me, I still think this is realistic then, because I've seen someone else do it. I mean, maybe not as easily as I'm doing it, because I can guarantee he spent many, many hours on the side of the road doing the unspeakables to his truck to get it to the next destination. But like, it happens. That's making money. I guess it's not really making money. That's how you're losing money, is when it's broke. But you know what I mean. It's part of the process. Not gonna lie, I miss having him as a roommate. I don't know. It's kind of weird having like a friend living with you, because then like, well, and then on top of it, he was an open road trucker, so really he lived with us, but he was only home like on the weekends type deal. So then it's like only having a friend when you need them on the weekend. No, I'm kidding. But I mean, like, you always get to hang out and shit, so like it was kind of cool. And then now we're getting older. I got friends that are still having kids and stuff, and other friends whose kids are growing up, starting to drive and all that kind of shit, and sports, and it's a lot of busy people, and that's good. That's really good. You don't have a successful life doing nothing, so you gotta stay active, keep pushing, doing your thing, no matter how cool or not cool it is. I need to get back to doing my eBay store stuff, but all that's left, ooh, Limp Biscuit. Um, all that's left of car parts to sell is, is all large stuff, and I don't really like dealing with shipping large stuff. Like, I'm talking 2 foot by like 2 foot squared, we'll say, like cube. Um, anything bigger than that, shit gets complicated. Um, you're not gonna package or like you're not gonna set up an auction for an item and package it and then set it to the side, because if you do that with 400 items, you're now going to have 400 packaged boxed items standing against a wall, taking up a shitload more space than they did by themselves. And who knows if they're ever going to sell. And then, like, you get other people asking you for something off of said part. So, like, let's say it's like a trunk lid, and they're asking about the rubber adjustable thing on the trunk lid that adjusts the height. I don't know what you really call those things, uh, the height adjuster, but it doesn't matter. Uh, but like they'll ask for just that, and I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. I'll sell you that for like $5 or something stupid, and put the trunk back up for $5 less or the same price even. Like it doesn't matter, whatever. Um, But once you start getting into the big shit, it's too complicated, and I'd rather sell it local. I really would, but I got way too much shit to ever unload it all. I really do. I mean, like, I think I have, for some of the pieces, like the interior pieces, I have like 10 and 15 of said pieces. So like rear quarter windows, the windows themselves, I think I have like 10 sets of them. And then like the plastics that go around it, I think I have like 10 or 15 sets of them. Like over the years, I've already owned 18 MR2s. So I mean, and majority of them were part scars. So I think only like 3 of them. Hold on, let me math this out. Give me a sec. 5 of them were like driven around and actually made it back to road duty. Um, the rest sacrificed their lives for the better good of the entire Toyota MR2 community. And that careless whisper recorded off of the radio just comes up as classics diverse artistry. Sorry, that I'm hearing it in the background. It's like I'm like, yeah. But yeah, it's killed a lot of MR2s. A lot. My allergies are starting to act up again. It must almost be 6 o'clock. Oh, how did I guess? 5:37 on the dot. We're getting there. I always have to do the animal meds and crap around that time, and that's when I take my meds, so all my shit's wearing off. Still don't understand how when the entire world is frozen like snow, how your allergies go nuts. Like, isn't all of the tree sex done? Are the trees still porking in the winter? Like, I don't know. I just feel like if everything's frozen, I shouldn't have allergies. It's all frozen.
At the roundabout, take the third
It's all perfect for a conversation about tree sex.
exit now.
Oh, darn it, turn signal off. This load's actually really heavy. So, this truck has 889,000 kilometers on it. I wish I knew how much it had. Ooh. I was gonna say, I wish I knew how much it had when I bought it. And I was like, how would I figure that out? A light bulb. I got YouTube. I'll just go back on there and look for the video that says that I bought the new truck and see how much mileage it had. I'm curious how far I drove it. Because this map is 1-to-1 scale, so it's if I've driven 10,000 actual kilometers, I've driven 10,000 kilometers, like according to the game, not in real life. Like I don't know how you would do that. Do I get out in VR and use the tape measure and just start measuring the side of the road? That would be freaking ridiculous, but hilarious. To like measure out one of the blocks and then measure out a real life block and compare it and see if it's actually like 1-to-1 time scale to travel it. God, I'm going way too far with this. Someone stop me.
Turn right, and then continue straight.
Let me in! Oh God. Little lag spike right on the turn.
Straight.
We're good though. We're in. Looks like my load goes there. I see cones, but I don't know if... I hate when they do this because I never know if they want me to go this way in or that way
You
in.
have arrived at your destination.
We're gonna go that way, just because at least I won't trap myself as much, I don't think. Every time I take the easy way and just pull right into it, it ends up not being the right way, so. Another Pantera song. See, I'm telling you, it's on shuffle, but like, it's a stingy shuffle. It only picks like 10 albums and keeps using the same albums for their shuffle, so. Let's see if I am in now. We have no green. I was wrong. Womp womp. So they wanted me to come in the other way. So I gotta turn around. I think the way I'm gonna do it is to turn around in this area over here. Because it looked like I had plenty of space to do it. Oh, we're going up on the hill. It's actually turning my cab some. We're gonna cut into it again. 13 steps to nowhere. Is that like 13 steps to addiction process? Is that what they're talking about? I can't really hear the lyrics that great to decipher them perfectly. It's concerning he's just screaming. So, pulling through so that I can back in a little easier. Oh, and I forgot to check which reverse I'm in. I'm in R3, so I need to be in R1. We are in. It just gave me the green, but I'm going to finish straightening out here. And we are good. Hop on out and take a look. Yep, we are good. So let's hit the parking brake so we don't roll away and drop the legs on the trailer. And we are good at 24 minutes. Not bad at all. Looks like we got just under 2,500 euros. Not sure if this is gonna, yep, this place is not gonna have our next load, which actually kind of works out perfect because I need to take a short break and knock out some stuff around the house here. I will be back on most likely, probably around 7:30 or so is my guess. Uh, not 100% positive, but I'm gonna try. So, till next time, peace. If you liked today's episode, please consider leaving a like and subscribing as it goes a long way to helping the channel to grow. Thank you.